From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the L.A. Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Duggan. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Davis now to return it. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Etienne once more. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Duggan will look to throw this. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Duggan. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's Duggan to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's a second down and 9. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 9. Duggan looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing, Duggan. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, Lion, Lion!
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
13, Luke! Luke!
On second down, here's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in. And now off to the races down the right side. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, LA. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 16 more on that one and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Duggan now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On third down, Dugan. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Patterson's kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Taking a shot for Dell here. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Yeah, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Another toe for Etienne, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A little short pass. This is Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. All right, let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going.
13 loop.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And the Lions first down.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Gibbs on the toss left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jack Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes third down and 7.
30 left. 11 Agate.
Here's Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off play action. Dugan. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Kick is good.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, kill.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Hey,
The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Off the play fake, Dugan. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Off play action, Dugan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is down to 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stopped behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Duggan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, Go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Wiggles free. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, here we go. Done.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
13, Lou.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Lawrence will throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Take right open.
They'll look to run with Spiller. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jersey?
There he goes, right side. Pushes past him, and he's going to step out of bounds up past the 40. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Red on red.
The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Aleem McNeil breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, I'm gun. Clock.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 12.
Duggan will look to throw this. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And the Lions are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. Throwing, Duggan. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Lions continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Safe right. On the ball, let's go.
On play action, Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Brian Branch with it. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Duggan looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 62, Chargers 14. Riley Patterson.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but taking it right down Broadway. Across midfield. He's on his way. Travis Etienne. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And they take a knee.
Let's go now.
And they will take a knee here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here for Davis. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 69, Chargers 21.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On second down, a run with Etienne. And fighting down inside the 25. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just